Nope, not that one. There we go. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm here. We're doing the thing. Welcome to Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, episode 20. It's nice to see everybody in chat, hanging out, and stuff. Anyways, my name, as always and as usual, is Kat. I am the Dungeon Master or GM for the for this little campaign of mine. You might be noticing that we're down a few players, and that is going to be a little bit of announcement that I will be speaking on after. For now, though, let me introduce the players. First off, out of our 4 players, we have Marisha, who is playing Corva.
Hello!
Good, yes. Secondly, we have Lily, who is playing Medea.
Hello.
Then we have Dalton, who is playing Vin.
Hello.
And finally, who, though they are not here in their seat, we have Echo, who is playing Toka. Now, you might be noticing, like I said, you might be noticing that we are missing somebody. We are missing the lovely Ethan. Ethan has decided to step away from the campaign for the time being, and we wish him all the best. He's going to be hanging out with us still. Osiris and Val is not available today. So, everybody gone. Everybody be dead. They're not here. So, that is what's going on. Now, it's been a few months since we last played, and the reason for that is time is soup, and I got really busy. I was moving in March, and then we just were not able to particularly meet up again. So yeah, we are. So it's been a few months. Or the last time you might remember, we played in February. So yeah, that is basically what's going on. What's happening right now. So yeah, I have a question for everybody though. Are we ready to get going?
No.
Probably.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna need another like 3 months. I'm sorry.
3 months. Brandon, real quick, thank you so much for your sub.
I want to get started now because I'm going to be incapacitated for the next couple months, so I won't be able to play for a few months. And I want to get as much corporate time as I can.
You say that as if you're going to be unconscious for 3 months.
I'm going to be on the edge of unconsciousness
for maybe 2 weeks. Maybe.
I think I would. We'll see.
I guarantee you're probably going to be bored out of your fucking mind and going, like, I actually want to do D&D because I'm going to go crazy while I'm under bed rest. So. Let's get going, probably. What's the date today? April 19th? Wow, it's almost my birthday. Wows.
When is your birthday? Because I knew it was in April, and I'm like, I could swear it's like the 24th or something like that.
You're very close. It's the 29th. Also, Cam, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. I appreciate it. Praise be the holy form. Okay. Now then, let me whip open this thing and that thing and this thing over here. Alright. Ahem. Ahem. Last time on Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, the fights, which are a couple of contestants, concluded, and the prizes that they had won were distributed. There was some celebration, some feasting, and the party settled into a somewhat jovial atmosphere just before they were summoned by Pythor, the God King of Estoria. Most of the group arrived at the palace, while some of the others have fucked off and gone somewhere else. Not naming names here. I wonder who that could be. Anyways, upon entering the palace, the party that was summoned find it empty. There are no guards, there are no workers, no princesses, and no God King to greet them. It is silent and empty. Almost unnervingly so. Corva, who was angry at the disrespect that she was constantly facing, and not realizing that she was forgotten as soon as people and individuals lost sight of her, bar hops over and over and over, and became more and more incensed at each moment and interaction. Medea finds Pythor's hammer, his icon, and his symbol, which is his icon and symbol of his godhood, which was sitting on the floor next to a barrel of wine. Corva's oath begins to strain as she had lost track of the others and now seeks to find them. Medea removes her blindfold, and Alarin, bless him, looks at her face, almost nearly getting petrified, while she searches the entire palace, hoping to anything that would listen that it was not as it seemed. She learned that the others had deceived Sidon with a fake offering. This offering was in exchange for her own life, and it was a dyed fleece passed off as a true golden fleece. One owed to not one, but two gods. Meanwhile, outside of the palace, a storm begins to rage, and Corva points to the sky and points it out to as many people as she is able to, as she continues to seek for the others. Sidon's wrath descends upon the city. A great windstorm tearing shingles and plaster off buildings, invisible in the darkness of the night, and that is where we left off last time. So, my friends, that is where we start. We start outside the palace, which sits far too empty for something that size to be. We start with Corva, alone in the night, as the rage of a god rains down upon her. Corva, you see and hear what sounds to be almost like a siren. It roars in the night, and more people are starting to take notice. But none of these people are the people that you seek. You still cannot spot them in the crowd. What are you doing in this moment?
They told Corva that they were going to the castle, yeah?
No, Corva stormed off before they were summoned and before they were informed.
Okay.
So Corva has no idea.
Okay, are they anywhere near the tavern at this point? Like,
Oh no. Oh no.
okay. Is there any sign of that they left the tavern? Like, as
There is.
or any do I go? Can I go in there and ask like around for them? Like,
Yes, absolutely. You may do so.
yeah. Okay, then I go in like as like things shit's going down, and I'm guessing people are pouring out of the tavern and running.
No, they seem like they are not quite aware of what's happening outside. And it is just now that that you're starting to kind of hear that same roaring kind of like horn-like sound, um, and start to see the glass of the windows begin to shake ever so slightly.
Yeah. Okay, then I go inside the tavern. And I just like start asking for my group,
Your group.
like to the.
Yep.
I just ask like the barkeep.
Yep. Your group.
Once I say blind woman wearing a full of her eyes, elf, lion folk.
Oh, oh, yes, them. They were summoned. They're not here. Yes.
Big infecting the castle?
Yes, by the king. It was
Fantastic.
his own personal messenger.
Fantastic. You should run. Should all run.
What? And just as you say that, the back wall of the tavern collapses in on itself as the winds rip it apart. And you watch as the bartender barely has a word to speak before he too is ripped out of the building, and soon patrons and glass and tables begin to get ripped and pulled out of the space.
Holy fuck! Cora is just going is just going to start running out and like going to the castle.
Okay. Yep. You run out and you are fighting the wind, so I'm going to need perhaps or perchance a strength check from you.
Strength save?
Check.
Okay, that's a 18 plus 5, so 23.
23? Yeah. The wind is pulling at you, but you manage to power through it, making your way up the hills towards where the castle sits, overlooking the city. The storm is basically on your back. Yep, running up those hills. You're getting pelted, though, by rain and hail. Thick globes of ice pelting you, hitting you all over your body as the winds continue to rage and the storm continues to tear. We then, perhaps, fly back to our companions within the palace. You three, and I say three because technically Toko's involved in this, as she kind of starts like bumping against like the surfaces like a bad program. What are you two doing? As Alarin kind of looks sheepishly after the revelation, we'll say, of the falsified sheep.
That's not good.
You sought to cheat a god.
If memory serves me correctly, I was not with that plan.
Did you have an alternative plan then?
We really couldn't think of one. Sorry, we thought your safety was kind of paramount, so we did what we had to, according to everyone else, really.
And we remember. Oh, gods. Everyone in the city is going to die because of this, aren't they?
A wise man once told me, hard telling, not knowing.
And the god king is no longer on his throne. He left his symbol of his power here. I don't know how to.
It's fair. Well, we've identified the problem. Now we need to figure out how to fix it.
Yes, fix. You hear that, don't you?
Make a perception check.
Perception, you said?
Yes, sir.
The dirtiest of 20s.
Okay. You start to hear a roaring from outside.
Sidon's wrath.
And a rumbling kind of layered underneath.
Descending upon us.
Look, I'm not happy about it either. It sounds bad, but we really do just need to figure out how to fix it.
How? How, Finn? How do we fix a god destroying an entire city because he didn't get the sacrifice he wanted? Because he was cheated of his prize.
Well, if I had the answer to that, I wouldn't say we need to figure it out. Think. Is there anything I can think of?
You think about the situation at hand. You think of what led to this whole thing. You think about the words that Pythor have said to you, as well as Vulcan, the Forge Master. the one who originally requested that same fleece.
Okay, but let me let me think, because
Mm-hmm.
we didn't give him the actual golden fleece, so the golden fleece is still out there.
Correct.
Fuck. Memory serves, it's on the way to the necropolis.
And as you rack your brains, you hear the doors of the palace in the distance, down several halls, but it doesn't matter when the sound echoes and there's only a handful, a breath in the whole place. The doors open and close with a slam, and you hear a set of footsteps racing towards you. Corva, you are now in the palace, but you don't know where the fuck anything is.
I think Corva enters just pushing the doors forward, sort of like Aragorn in Two Towers, just pushing them
Mm-hmm.
open, and
It's
just
a massive, sprawling marble, palace. And it's... You don't know exactly the layout either. You see, it's very clear there's vast amounts of wealth here. There are statues, there are paintings, there's tapestries, a long plush carpet stretching throughout the grand hall. And rooms upon rooms upon rooms stretching out in every direction that you can imagine.
And then Corva is just going hello?
Hello, hello, hello!
Corva is just trying to look for any look around for any sign of her compatriots.
Make a perception check.
Can do.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah.
Are there torches nearby?
The room is lit, yes.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice. You can distantly hear the voices. It seems to be pointing you in a northerly direction. They're very faint, though. But yes, everything is well lit. It is as if people have just recently been here.
Hello?
Hello, hello,
Can I-
hello.
Flicker the torches?
Sure, but you'll only be able to really flicker the torches that are in the immediate vicinity of you.
Yeah. That's what I'm just trying to think of. So
You could
noise
also
towards the
use
entrance.
your voice. That's also an option. You do hear Corva, very faintly.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely make a noise to try and
Mm-hmm.
guide Corva in the correct direction.
Okay. And with that combination, Corva eventually pushes her way into where Pythor's throne is. Where, upon entering, she does see the three of you and Alarin standing nearby.
fuck have you people been?
We were
Ugh.
summoned by the God King, who is no longer here.
Clearly.
The wrath of Sidon descends upon the city.
So we should be getting the feck out of the city then.
Yes, likely a good choice.
Yes. I do, however, believe that if we do that, we're gonna have that kind of follow us.
The fuck do you
So,
mean have it follow you?
Yes, why would it follow us, Finn?
Toka there. I just want to quickly.
yes, Toka,
okay,
Toka and Alarn are both here.
wanted,
Yeah.
wanted to confirm.
Everyone's in
Toka's
the
just gonna
room.
turn to you very slowly, Vin, and just kind of lift her bangs up a little, like, "Oh God."
Well, we gave them a false golden fleece. So naturally, they would probably want to seek revenge on us.
Hey, seems that
Would you like to hear?
Again, I would like to point out, I was against this plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
But it happened, so now the only thing I can think of is that we have to somehow right the wrong that has been had.
So, Vin, let me just remember or try to recall why we were sent there. Yes, in the first place. The first point was that Sidon demanded a sacrifice of the city or he would destroy the city. The princess volunteered herself, and the God King sent us to retrieve her. And I substitute myself in her place. Yes,
Sounds like a pretty good retelling, yes.
yes. And then you came to rescue me without giving him something of equal worth, of an equal sacrifice. So he is going with the first plan, where he destroys the city.
Don't you start that laugh, Cat. Something tells me you didn't even think of that until it was spoken into existence.
No, I thought about it.
Okay, cool. Anyway, it matters not. Unfortunately, I think what we have to do is we have to go get the actual golden fleece and we have to return it to...
What would that change at this point if the city is destroyed? He'll have gotten his price. Unless there's someone else you think can help with this situation.
Do I think that Vulcan can probably help?
I don't know. Do you?
Hard telling, not knowing.
Oh, here's the plan. We all speak to gods. We ask for a loan. We'll have a little bit of interest, but it should work. We can make payments easily.
A life for a life. Can you?
If you have signed surety, my friend.
Hey guys, I need you all to make a quick perception check for me again.
That's a
Love
10.
that for us.
All I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna say the name of the person, but all I'm saying is we have somebody we could sacrifice.
That is somewhat of a natural 20.
Perception.
Mm.
I got a
And by
16.
somewhat, I mean extremely a natural 20.
23.
Nice. Cool. So, all you had to do was breathe. And that's all you needed on this roll.
Oh. What?
As
Very obvious.
the winds from outside are astronomically louder. You feel the ground begin to shift. And you hear, more than you see, the great marble that is made of this palace begin to tear away. You are out of time. Make
Run.
your choice now.
I cast Cheese It.
So, you have, I will come to each of you. You have 1 to 2 sentences to describe what you are doing. And you better hope that you are consistent with everybody else. We're going to start with Echo. What are you doing?
I had a quick question.
Yep.
I put it down in the thing, but
I can't
obviously,
see that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, shit. Wait. So was it last time about like the weapon and like what was it, a weapon that Toka touched?
Yes.
Did she pick it up or anything like that? I can't remember if she did or not.
I'm going to say for the sake of moving everything along, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm onto that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, she is like, at first she's like, shit, I need to change. I'm gonna like become a direwolf. I'm gonna like take it the fuck out of here. I'm like, but I have this fucking heavy ass weapon. I can't. She is just gonna bleat like a goat in fear and just start hoofing it. And she's just waddling with this
I love that.
weapon. And that's what she does.
And where are you going? This is also very important.
So we're in the throne room.
Yep.
I came there to this. She's going anywhere that she possibly can. And there's a door out.
Okay. You vaguely remember there was probably a way out. On the left side of the throne room, it leads to the kitchens and everything else where normal,
that's what she said.
regular people would be. Okay, cool. Very cool. Next up. Vin, what are you doing?
One to two sentences.
1 to 2 sentences describing what you're doing. And you better hope it's consistent with everybody else.
Sorry, I just read what Echo wrote.
Uh-huh. Do you run? Do you flee? Do you accept what comes? Do you follow Toka as she takes off? What do you do? Five.
Vin
4
is going to do the stupid thing. And he is going to go outside.
Okay. Which direction Are you going to the front door, or are you following Toka?
I said stupid thing. I gotta go to the front door.
Alright, Finn turns, heading towards the entrance of the palace.
And might I say, I am walking as if accepting my fate.
He is walking. Okay. Medea, go.
Corva. I would request that you grab him and bring him along with us. We're going to do this the hard way. I'm going to follow after Toka.
Okay. You follow after Toka. Finally, Corva. You are the closest
As
one to
Vin
Vin.
Vin is doing that. Like, I think Corva's kind of like. Corva's kind of realizing what's happening, and Corva's just going to like grab Vin, like wrap herself around Vin, and just like sort of fall into place, and just like hold him close, like to protect him from like the brunt of the storm.
Okay. Interesting.
No, you're not. You ain't grabbing nothing.
Alright, if you want to do that, contested grappling checks.
Yeah.
It's acrobatics, yeah.
It's acrobatics or strength, depending on what you want to do.
What do you think?
Strength! Go ahead and
What'd
roll.
you get?
That's a 20.
It's also a 20.
Okay, who has the higher stat?
I use my strength, so +5.
I also have +5 to my acrobatics.
Okay, wonderful. Cool.
Wait.
Cool.
Mar, what do you add to athletics?
Yeah, what do you add to your athletics?
That's fair. If you have
5.
athletics, you. Oh. Well.
This is awkward.
Yeah, but it
I
impact.
have met my match.
Alright, alright. Lady and gentlemen, I need you guys to hold out your fists like this, please. For the camera so everyone can see. Alright,
I'm gonna close my eyes so I don't cheat.
okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Best 2 of 3.
Oh no!
Armand.
No way!
No.
No way!
And it's one and done.
Okay.
Damn it!
I guess Vin's not going anywhere.
Vin is.
I'm going on at Cat's like command.
Alright, then you go.
Hold on. We're not done yet.
Mm-hmm. Go
We're
on.
not done yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Does
waiting
a
for
spell
Cat to say
get
rock,
you
paper,
for
scissors,
others?
go!
Oh no, we were only doing
Mar,
one and done.
That said you won. You won.
Yeah.
Mar.
You won.
Oh.
Just
Cat, yeah, so you grappled me. Wonderful. Vin is just gonna turn back, look you in the face, and from somewhere deep within himself, he's going to try and say release. as he casts command. I need to find this on my character. I don't think it's on my character sheet. I just know I can do it. 1 second, please. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What the hell? Oh, D&D Beyond is just...
It's such an intuitive site. Please, maybe sponsor us.
If only. A wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
What's your DC?
Are you a cleric?
Nah.
No, I have a wonderful deck of many things thing.
Yeah, you can just do that.
My spell save
Oh.
DC
Yeah.
1 second as I continue to navigate through T. I don't know if I have a spell save DC. Do.
You should specify
What's-
in the thing if you don't have them already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it. Well, I was looking up command as a thing. Anyway, so it is 13.
All right, Mar. Make that wisdom save.
So I have to be 13.
Yup.
You gotta be shitting me.
So
That's
what
a
you got?
12
Oh
plus
my.
1, so 13.
Oh, meets and beats
You
it.
beat it.
Incredible. You speak the command on your lips, and you can feel the power resonate from that command. And it kind of ripples in the air, and it kind of envelops Corva for a moment, and she blinks, and it seems to fizzle and die before it can even settle. You don't even kind of realize that he cast that spell. He just said
I don't think
release.
he realized it either.
Yeah, like neither of you realized that he did that. But you do not release as you tackle him to the floor, holding him in place.
I just
To
I'm just
weather
feeling
the
his
storm.
body. I'm
Okay.
Corvus going to probably take the brunt of the storm, like whatever happens, and I will say Corva will go into a rage.
Okay, smart. Smart. Alrighty. Before that happens, though, Toka and Medea, who are starting to leave, starting to run. You hear the commotion just underneath the roaring of the winds, and look back just in time to see Corva tackle Vin to the ground, shielding him with her body, and you turn back around to continue, and you see movement out of the corner of your eye, specifically Toka.
Perception check.
You don't need to.
Love that. That terrifies me. Go ahead.
Slight purple blurs in the background. And you catch the slight hint of his silver hair. As Alarin turns, and he is not running. Instead, he is stationary by the throne, staring at a spot that you cannot see. That movement you saw was him taking a half a step forward towards something that you did not notice. You see the storm tear through the throne room. You see it batter Corva and Vin as stone and rock hailed down upon them as everything is ripped to shreds. Alarin takes another half a step, oblivious to everything around him. He's reaching out his hand to something, as if being called forward, and you actually cry out to him. The sound escaping your lips before you can even stop it, and it causes him to pause, to momentarily come back to himself as he glances over his shoulder at you. And all you can see him say is run. And it's as if a force grabs you and tears you out of there, and you turn and start running. Glancing over your shoulder one last time as he reaches out and grabs something that you still cannot see. But his eyes meet yours. As the castle collapses on top of him. And starts to collapse around you as the winds tear it apart entirely. You are running. Your movement speed is 30 feet. You and Medea run. And that is all you can do. And by some miracle, be it divine intervention or something else, you escape as the castle of Pythor, the god king of war, collapses into the night, eaten by this invisible storm. You have no way of knowing if anyone has survived. As the storm seems to take its prizes, its entire prize, and the winds begin to cease as the storm begins to die. We're gonna go to the two who've stuck behind in the castle.
You're a bitch. I love you.
Good. This is the reaction I wanted to see. Alright. You are raging. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We are going to do probably fall damage rules, I'll say. Where it's multiple d6 per 10 feet. But I'm going to determine things because things are falling on top of you. Okay? So.
Okay.
I just need to be able to access my dice. So give me a second. Remind me again, how many d6s per 10 feet are falling? Whatever.
I think it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's
For like, people taking fall damage.
Yeah. For items taking fall damage, that's a whole different kind of worms.
I do have like 30d6.
No, it's okay. We don't need you to roll 30d6. I got it. I have 30d6 on hand. Okay, Corva. Hello, dice. So glad for you to make an appearance. Okay, so you, my dear friend, as the debris begins to fall on top of you, will take... $32 points of bludgeoning damage, halved, because you are raging.
Okay. So that's
16.
16.
Yep.
Oh, de damage.
As the everything else, as it all collapses on top of you. Now, I know, as is the DM, know you're okay. So, what do you do as the winds begin to cease?
Corva still like giving like holding tight Vin tight in like her biceps. Like very much like starts like tries to start getting up like as much as she can, and I can probably like think like at this point like she is like very much like there's like a lot of scars, like a lot more like rips and tears into her back right now. So she's like trying to get up from the wreckage.
Okay. The night. You are starting to get up from the wreckage. Give me 2 seconds here.
I am not. No. I am not proficient in athletics. I'm proficient in acrobatics.
Womp womp.
Okay. You lift your head, taking in the damage that has been wrought against this normally beautiful place. As the wind cease, the rains and the hails no longer pelt you, along with the stone, and it is quiet. Eerily quiet. It's as if the entire city itself is waiting and holding its breath. There's a little bit of a movement from under you as Vin just kind of tries to wiggle out of your grasp. Where the throne is just a pile of rubble. There's nothing left. The artworks, the tower, the various hallways are gone. You do not see your
What about
friend.
the hammer?
The hammer is also gone as it was taken by Toka.
Ah.
Your friends are gone. You don't know where they are. I say friends, even though I know that they are not yours. But the people that you are meant to seek are no longer present, and you are unsure if they escaped or if they managed to be buried underneath everything. You're
Corva just
bloody, though.
Mm-hmm. Corva doesn't even check with Vin. Doesn't even like talk to him. I think she just stands up, like sort of blood going down her face and such, and just walks in the general direction where like the rest of the group went.
Okay. Make a survival check.
For sure.
For sure.
10.
You go towards where you last saw them. And that is all you really can go off of in terms of instinct. As for the other two, the two who ran, you find yourselves far beyond the palace. You ran until your lungs burned and your legs gave out, and you find yourselves slouched close to a vineyard on the edge of the city, seemingly untouched by the rage of the first god. It is just the two of you. You do not know whether or not your companions survived. What do you two do?
I'm just gonna say it instead of actually, like, obviously yelling. There's
Mm-hmm.
people here in the house. But Toka, it is like obviously the exhaustion, lungs burning kind of situation that does make her collapse, but she also just collapses out of grief at this point.
Mm-hmm.
As she's just screaming at the top of her lungs for Olerin.
Mm-hmm.
And then she keeps like repeating over and over and over, bring him back, bring him back. And she's just like crouched onto herself, just wrecked.
Gotcha.
Yep. I believe Lily is AFK right now, so.
I just got.
Oh, she just got back. Never mind. I spoke too soon.
Surprise, it's me.
We ran until we literally couldn't anymore. We're at the edge of like a vineyard outside of like the like the palace. We're both kind of obviously like either crouched or whatever. Kat was just asking like what each of us are doing. Toka is bent over, crying, screaming for Olerin, telling somebody to bring him back, like things like that and stuff, for just to keep like to catch you back up.
Yeah.
And we do not know if the others have gotten out either. I will state.
Oh. I think Medea is just listening to the world around her at the moment, at the silence. Is deafening. And then there's like 2 minutes where she doesn't do anything except for just listen before she starts before she strips her blindfold again and starts trying to see weak points in the rubble to start moving things.
Okay, I want to point out that you're pretty far away from the palace.
Yeah.
So, like, you are in the part of the city that has been untouched by the storm.
Oh, well, if we're untouched by the storm, then she doesn't take the blindfold off then. Because she doesn't want anyone to get... Then in that case, I think that she calls out to anyone who's listening to try and get them to come and help search for survivors.
That is pretty easy. You call out to someone, anyone who might possibly be listening, and you hear a muffled sound kind of farther into the vineyard, and see in the dark night the golden glow of a lantern being lit, and slowly start approaching where you called from. And give me a second because there's notes. There is people. Oh my goodness. Where did it go? I had the notes and they disappeared. Heck. Speaking of wind, jeez Louise. You see if I can find it. Shining against the golden glow of the lanterns, you see these brilliant purple grapes, and see a figure approach carrying this lantern. It is in the shape of a man, human man. He has what appears to be brown hair and what could be perhaps kind eyes as he slowly approaches the two of you with his lantern. What? Hello? Do you need help?
Yes. Well, I think a lot of help.
I'm a simple man, but I can try my best. And the lantern swings closer until you can see the man in greater detail. He's a middle-aged man, quite lean, but also well built. It's clear that he did a lot of either physical or labor or other activities, and he has tanned olive skin and a worried brow, almost furrowed in apprehension and concern. How can I help? As his gaze sweeps to where Toka is curled into a ball, crying, the hammer discarded beside her. The king's hammer. What? Why do you have that? And then he takes in the rest of the city, his eyes going wide in the lantern light as he takes in the path of destruction and the palace that is no more. And that, my friends, is actually where we're going to go on break. So, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So, I'll see you guys in 15. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Welcome back, everybody.
Wow.
We love you, Mar.
All right. Right before the break, Nadea and Toka got approached by a man carrying a lantern who recognized the God King Pythor's hammer, which is normally his symbol and something he carried with him. And now this gentleman in the dead of night stands before the two of you, shock written all over his face as he takes in not only the fact that you hold Pythor's hammer, but also the destruction brought below. What happened? Where did... The city, the palace, it's gone. What? Why do you have his hammer?
The
Figure out
God
how I would do
King
this. Go ahead.
is no longer here.
No longer here. What do you mean? Does it have something to do with the roaring that I heard? That we heard? And the destruction of the city?
Yes, I believe it does.
Okay. You believe it does? Why did you call?
Because the palace collapsed with people inside of it.
Then we have to go right now.
Yes, that's why we called to get help.
Let me go get my husband. And he turns and runs back into the vineyard, returning less than a minute later with another man behind him. This one is Alvin. Looks almost identical, but he has piercing green eyes and slightly lighter olive skin. He too comes carrying a lantern, and also he seems a little more calmer than his husband is, and he gives the two of you a quick nod. Gather as many people as you can, and they will rush down the hill towards where the palace collapsed. What do the two of you do?
Hoka will get up. She's gonna stumble a little bit. You know what I mean? It's the grief and everything that. She'll kind of look at the hammer with like anger before she will like pick it back up. I think like in her head it's very much of, why did I save this? Why didn't I just let this go? Why couldn't I saved him? You know, kind of situation. But she will go ahead and like place it on her back, and she's kind of like looking down, obviously not showing her eyes, as she never really does. But she is just gonna kind of like look towards Medea to start going and looking for others to assist. You know, but she's very, very silent.
Okay. Medea. What do?
Medea makes sure that her blindfold does not slip
Mm-hmm.
before she begins going out into the city, calling for aid, calling for survivors, calling for people to help.
Okay.
To assist Medea, I
Mhm.
will cast Minor Illusion to
Mhm.
amplify her voice.
Okay. The two of you run or jog back down into the city, calling out for any survivors, anyone who can respond or understand, and with your voice echoing around, bouncing off the rubble, you do slowly find survivors. You see people pulling themselves out of the rubble, coughing as white dust coats them entirely. You see others, you see children who clutch their mother's hands, but their mother is unmoving, and they do not respond to you. But you pass them anyways, and you see fathers crying for their children and getting no response, and they look at you with hollow eyes before they join. Where some join the parade, giving up hope, and others continue to call listlessly for children who will never hold their hands again. You see elders and people. You see broken festival attire, and you see collapsed wine barrels where the wine mingles with the blood on the stone, combining until they are no longer distinguishable as they slowly ooze down the hill. You hear dogs beginning to bark. You hear other sounds, you hear cries, and slowly, as you call and people answer, your parade is joined by those who are broken and have no will left to fight. They help aimlessly, like zombies, slowly begin to pull stone off bodies, off corpses, of people who will no longer live. Large stones, small stones, marble and granite and limestone, wood splintered and unrecognizable from roof or wall or door. Shards bespeckle the ground and mix with the blood, and they shine in the moonlight that dares creep through the clouds as the dark clouds drift away. It takes about a half an hour of calling, of helping, of aiding people who may or may not need the aid, of lifting and moving and pushing and pulling and seeing what remains of the grandest city. You hear their cries. You can't not hear their cries. Their cries for succor, for relief, for their children, for their mothers, for their fathers, for their parents that no longer exist, for the friends and their family and the neighbors down the street. They cry to the gods, begging and crying and pleading, why? Why did that happen to us? Why were we not saved? Why were we not secure? The oath of peace, it should stand, but it is not. What broke the peace? Some collapse in the streets, their injuries far too grave, their adrenaline far gone. Others collapse in grief, unable to comprehend the fact that they are the last of their clan alive. And yet you two still work, and so do the people behind you. You work and you move and you push and you pull, making your way slowly through towards the palace, where the stones are the heaviest in both weight and connotation. Your hands are raw as splinters dig into your palms, as stone cuts deep, sharp and unrefined, and reflecting your own heart. You pull your stones, searching for any sort of sign. You make your way through the palace, and there's still, blessedly for once, no one other than the people who are helping behind you. And still you pull because you're not sure. You pull the stones off where you saw the archway of the door collapse on top of both Vin and Corva, and see no body. No bodies remain. And you breathe a little sigh, because hopefully they escaped. They survived. As you press on further, deeper in, closer to where the throne once laid proud, and you cannot pull the stones away. This structure collapsed in such a way that pulling one would bring down whatever remained. The throne is sealed, and so is any conceivable way inside. Pull a stone, and the castle, may it crumble down. What do you do?
I definitely think that, and you can tell me if this is like not to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, take your time.
The Toka, I don't have a good strength. I think I only have like a strength of 9 or 10. Yeah, so like I have like no strength at all. She's gonna be like trying to get in to where the throne was, like trying to pull things, but obviously the strength is not fucking there. No matter who tells her to stop, she's just not stopping. She keeps calling out to Olerin, keeps screaming for Olerin until she pretty much exhausts herself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Medea?
I think that she's been doing her best with her staff to like push the debris that's movable, but I think she can tell that Toka and herself are both flagging at the moment. And I think she calls out to for any like sign that someone's there. That
Okay. Then, and Corvo, what are you guys up to? It's been about half an hour since you crawled out of those ruins. You see the same thing as described. The streets are a mess. And you slowly start to see people gathering, moving towards the palace or otherwise. You do hear the familiar call of Medea calling for help or aid. But it's on the
Corva
wind.
just walks towards Medea.
Okay.
Yeah. Just still carrying Vin.
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, not really saying anything. Still just bloodied.
Yep. You see the other two then. Flagging. Toka is basically collapsing in on herself. Her voice is hoarse and shot, as if she's been screaming. And Medea doesn't look much better.
Finn is princess, and he looks perfect.
Not a scratch on his pretty body, yep.
But yeah, Corva just, like, walks over to them with a Vin in hand.
What do you guys do?
I don't think Toka really cares. Like, I mean, she cares that you guys are safe. Like, she's very relieved that you guys are safe. But she is just so focused on hearing Alrund's voice again. And she's like, I would say definitely facing into towards where the throne room was.
Mm-hmm.
Back towards you guys, just collapsed and just holding onto the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Corva kind of just, like, puts Vin down next to Medea, and, like, sort of, like, goes over to Toka.
She's just sobbing.
Get up.
She doesn't say anything and does not move yet.
I said, get up.
I gotta figure out how she's gonna respond to this. Toka's not a confrontational person, but she is not gonna look towards you. She's still, collapsed, still looking in towards where the throne room was. No. No.
Corva just kind of leans down, next to her. Get up. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Or I'm gonna put my hoof up your arse.
If you touch me, I will hurt you, and I will not care. Primal Savage, right back at her.
Okay. First of all, roll to hit. Unarmed strike.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the blood die you gave me, Echo.
Oh god damn it! You're using it against me.
That's a 19 plus 7, so that's a 28 to hit.
Yeah,
That will definitely hit. Let me
That will hit.
roll mine
And-
here.
And that's just like 6
do it.
bludgeoning damage.
Mine is a. What is my unarmed strike? I think it's only a +2 here. A 19.
That hits.
19 hits.
That hits
19
as well.
hits. And I am doing primal savagery nail, like the nail one, not biting.
Okay.
Which
You're no
What
longer
if I
raging,
wait-
by the way, Mar. I want to point this out.
Yeah, I know.
Just letting
I
you
know.
know.
6 acid damage.
Can't resist that.
You wouldn't even help with that.
No. As the like you kind of smack her, I take it upside the head.
Yeah, but say, let me know how much how much damage is for yours.
6
Mar?
damage.
Six.
6 bludgeoning damage.
6.
6 and 6. We love this.
Yeah.
Alright,
Six,
just want to make
six.
sure.
And Toka kind of just lashes out, and you don't even see it, but her nails grow sharp, and they just slice right, like, back into you, kind of like hitting your ribcage, Corva, and it burns. It is one of the worst painful feelings that you have ever felt, and that you have felt in a very long time. And it, like, I'm not going to describe it because it's gross. But let's just say that even though it's thin claw-like marks, they grow bigger as the skin go bye-bye.
Acid.
Acid!
Yeah, no, like the moment that she does that, like 100%. I wouldn't say she looks like, it's a weird way to state it. She almost looks feral, is the best way to, I guess, put it. She looks not like herself, not gentle as she has been. I mean, yes, she's been a little snappy with some people, but this is a total different kind of form of her. As she doesn't waver from you. Like, she's not frightened. Olerin is in there. Crushed. You may act all tough. You act like you never lost a single person. I grew up with him. I ran away with him. I liked him. He is all I had left of my people. Never put your hands on me again.
You think you know Lost Girl? You think you know what this feels? You think you know this heartache feels, and you don't think I know this? Don't presume to think anything.
Then don't presume that everybody deals with grief the same way as you.
And know, your friend is dead. They're still alive. And they still need you. People still need you. So get off your arse. Cry your eyes out. On the road. On your own to fate. Don't crumple down and make with his death not worth it. I think he'd be here right now wanting you to be crying your eyes out. You think he would be wanting you to feel sad for him? Get up. Stand on your fucking hoofs. Help those who are still here. And fucking live for him. And if you feel like you want to be more like me, don't be sad for what you lost. Get angry and fight to get vengeance and blood back for what you lost in hopes that you can get it back again. Now, move.
Hoka originally, like, it looks like she's about to like fucking fight back kind of situation before. And Corva, you could take this however, like, obviously Corva would.
Hmm?
She's just going to reach right out to Corva, touch her, but it's not, I will state there's no pain that comes to it. And she is going to cast Cure Wounds on Corva.
Corva just kind of stops her hand.
Oh,
Won't
okay.
heal me. It's a good blow. We'll sit with the pain for a bit. And walks
She's
away.
gonna, yep. She's gonna look to Vin. Does Vin need any assistance with wounds?
Vin's a princess.
He's the party princess.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, because if he doesn't seem like he does need it and stuff like that, she will use it to like help heal others that do need it and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
obviously Vin's the first one that she would want to go towards first.
Yeah. And so far, everyone else looks okay. The only people who look rough are the villager, the civilians, we'll say.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, those who have come to help fade away one by one, seeing that there's nothing else that can be done here. It risks more lives or even total collapse, leaving only the four of you alone within the rubble. You all have a deadline. Invisible, but it was set in place as soon as Sidon made his own declaration through the path of destruction that you can see before you. What do you do?
After helping a few people, obviously I don't have too many spell slots, but
Mm-hmm,
enough to get like the worst of the worst, handled and figured out and stuff like that. Oka is going to approach Corva, but not say anything to her, kind of towards her back, drop the hammer, and then walk to the other people.
Okay.
She wants nothing to do with this hammer now.
Fair enough.
And she knows that Corva would take the best of care with it.
Yep.
As much as Corva upsets her, she knows.
So,
and you will hear like the clang.
Clang. So, Mar, if you choose to take this, I'll be able to tell you what it does.
Corva leans down at the hammer. Not usually one for hammers, but kind of like takes it.
Cool. So, I will get you to write this down. Not the item description, I'll send that to you later, but in your hidey hole, just make sure to put down, add Pythor's hammer to your inventory.
Okay. To the cave.
To the cave! And then when it is ready, when you are all ready, you reconvene. And your gazes drift towards the outside of the city, where perhaps a fleece made of gold shines in the moonlight. The token, the bargaining chip that lies in wait. On the way to your next quest, and perhaps even worse, your next direction, should you choose to progress. Make a choice. Decide now.
Corvette just watches the others and will take their lead. They know more than her for this.
No hesitation. Finn just grabs his pack and just starts walking forward to where he knows he needs to go.
Okay.
Coca follows him without question.
Medea?
I suppose this is the best path forward.
The four of you, with whatever strength you have remaining, begin your march out of the city onto the fields that led you here once before. You are thankful for a moment that the God King himself pointed you in a general direction of where to go to find this rumored forge. And perhaps the Golden Fleece. And so that is where you head. Lost in your own thoughts. And, I think, mayhaps, that is a good place to end this session. Would thou agree, everybody?
I agree.
I say ye.
All right. So with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with us and joining us tonight. It was a little bit of a heavier session. I was not planning for it to be a little bit of a heavier session, but it's a little bit of a heavier session nonetheless. So, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening and hearing the story. This will be live on YouTube in a day or so, so make sure to check out my YouTube channel to get caught up and watch all the episodes. Yeah, anyone else got anything else to say?
Fuck you.
Farfanugan.
Farfanugan, fuck you.
Farfanugan?
Anyone else? Anyone else got anything else to say?
Ethan, if you watch this, you're a bitch.
Ethan, you're a bitch. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you
Thanks
in the
for
next one.
watching.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.